Danny.
Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, we got an echo problem.
So why were you so hesitant to take my call earlier when it was just one-on-one? And now that you have your, chimpanzee tribalistic friends here, now you're more than willing to take the call because it's live and recorded. I told you I wanted to speak to you one-on-one genuinely without the disingenuous recording and audience. It's already been proven that humans behave differently when they're in front of people that they know.
I didn't want to take a call because you were irate, but now that I have an audience, I thought it'd be kind of proper for everybody to hear you.
Oh, God. I hate disingenuous bullcrap. Like I said, people act differently when they're in front of other people. For example, I can never get a Christian to admit that they're dumb in public. Because think about it, dude. Humans are egotistical. We don't want to admit that they're wrong. That's something that's really difficult to do anyway. But to do it in front of your friends, good fucking luck. You'll be likely to get off this planet and land on Mars with your own body than to get a Christian to admit he's dumb in front of his friends.
It's not a planet. I'm not a Christian.
Yeah, okay, so you say there's glass in the sky, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so hypothetically, let's talk hypothetically. If you built a rocket, if you had enough money to build a rocket, sort of like SpaceX and all these other independent companies are doing, John Carmack, who basically ran id Software, made Doom, Wolfenstein, etc., he's into rockets now, right? You're following me so far? Let's say you were an entrepreneur and you made a rocket, and and let's say theoretically it had infinite fuel and it can go forever. If you shot it from Earth, from your surface, where you're standing right now, outside of your house, if you shot it out into space, that big dark sky, where there's a bunch of glowy things, if you shot, what would happen? If you had a camera on board, what would happen?
There's a glass sky at 100 kilometers.
Okay, but what happens then?
If the rocket wants to go above inner space, it has to go through the glass sky.
Okay, where does this glass exist on Earth right now? Can I pick it up in my hands and look at it?
Yes.
Where? Besides in the desert,
in the Libyan desert, tektites are also glass, or fusion crust on meteorites.
Okay, so how did it get? Okay, so I've seen them pick it out of the sand, and it didn't look like typical glass. The English word you're using, glass is typically transparent,
well,
like your car windows.
This glass is pretty much transparent. Yeah.
Okay, so how did it become that way? When you pull it out of the sand, it's not transparent.
Dude, it's from the glass sky.
So who put it in the sky, in other words? How did it get there and look so well finished, yet it's penetrable? Come on, man.
Why are you laughing?
You're giving me the willies.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're giving me the heebie-jeebies over here, man.
No, I'm giving you proof.
You're saying it would be able
tell
to
me, tell me.
What's the point of glass
if
it's penetrable?
Danny, why is it a mystery? Libyan desert glass, tektites. Why? Why are they a mystery?
No, I'm talking about the sky. That's the important part.
Yes.
Because that's the stuff you talk about.
I'm giving you evidence.
Okay, how come that's never happened, ever?
How do you know it's never happened?
Because we've never seen it.
What do you mean?
Every time they launch a rocket from Houston...
No. They know that. NASA knows there's a glass sky. Werner von Braun, he knew it was a glass sky. You know who he is?
Okay, so so you're telling me it's penetrable. So basically, that's really hard to argue then, because you're basically saying that it could be there, but you can pass through it.
Yes, they pass through it. That's why they designed the space vehicles, to pass through with the heat shield.
You're not going to like this, but we've launched hundreds. Our species, Homo sapien, which has been around here between 100,000 and 200,000 years.
Really?
That's the latest evidence. So our species has never launched a rocket.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, that's what the evidence points to.
Positive.
We talked about evidence, right?
Yes, evidence.
So all evidence points to that date, about that date when our species...
No, you're forgetting a lot of things. But anyway, let's talk about the glass more.
Okay, so we sent not 50, not 100, but more than hundreds of rockets out into space. In the 70s, we sent Voyager 1 and 2. You're aware of the Voyager, right?
Uh-huh.
Where we took pictures, close-up of Neptune, Jupiter,
Uranus.
Are you
sure about that?
Right?
You sure about that? You sure they're not lying to you? You're just
I'm sure. You know why?
Manufacturing images. Why?
Because do you know what? You understand that NASA or the United States doesn't have they don't. In other words, everybody in the planet Earth. I'm talking about
planet Earth. It's not a planet.
Other countries don't automatically respect and automatically go with the United States, right? We have enemies, right? You can at least admit that. We can establish that.
Yeah, but there seems to be. They all seem to be in cahoots with the whole space hoax thing.
All of them? You think all of them would?
Yeah, it's like China. You're watching those videos. They go down in a deep pool and they say they're doing a spacewalk. They're just going underwater.
Would you agree that journalists strive to be honest?
Most of them.
WikiLeaks. I'm talking about whistleblowers.
Most of them. Yeah.
Okay. So why wouldn't this have been blown out of the water then? Like Watergate, own president of the United
States. It's highly incredulous to believe this, but it's true. There's a glass sky. I'll give you evidence.
It's credulous to believe in crap that has no evidence.
No, I just gave you evidence. Tell me where tektites come from. Tell me where the Libyan desert glass came from.
I'm not talking about.
Tell me where the megacry meteors came from. Where did that come from?
I'm talking about. You want to talk about geology? Talk to geologists.
No. Tell me. Why don't you? You said no. You're not. You're skating that question. Tell me where they came from.
I don't know much about it, so how can I tell you?
Well, then, dude, that's what I told you. I told you to watch some of my videos.
I'm going to give you the answer that I don't
and get back to me.
I'm going to just pull something.
Dan, that's why I didn't want to talk to you earlier, because you're not educated enough yet. Go watch some of my videos and get back to me.
Look! I'm telling you about the planet Earth and how we
actually
landed on the moon.
No, we didn't land on the moon. That's bullshit.
So anyway, besides bringing samples back from the moon, we put mirrors.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's bullshit.
Oh, okay. Do you know what a laser is? Shoot a laser up at the moon right now. It'll bounce back at your face.
No, it's going through the glass sky first.
Fucking faggot! Stop misspreading.
Faggot, dude, you're getting irate. No, a laser won't go straight. The laser won't go straight to the moon.
Yes, it will, because we put mirrors on the moon.
No, you didn't put mirrors on the moon. No, you didn't. You're just believing the lie, man. You're like totally gullible. It's sad because you're so gullible to believe this bullshit. You didn't put. You never went to the moon. You never went to the moon, and there's no mirrors on the moon.
Yes, we did actually.
No, you
didn't.
Fucking
psychopath.
Wow, you're kind of mad, aren't you?
I'm giving you the answers, Stephen.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Hi there. The reason why we put mirrors on the moon because we wanted to know the precise distance away from it. It is from us. You know what?
No. You didn't put mirrors on the moon. You didn't put mirrors on the moon.
Counting how fast it takes you know what? I'm talking to you right now over Skype. We have a ping to each other, a millisecond ping. That's the ping. You know what ping is, right? With computers, right? When I send a message, the ping is how fast it takes for your computer to respond back to my initial ping. So when we shoot lasers up at the moon, we detect how far away from it is of us, depending on how fast the laser.
No. That's actually a highly over-exaggerated science. Pointing lasers at the moon. No, they're guessing. They have to go through the glass sky too. So the glass sky is actually refracting.
That would diffract
radio beam.
Beyond
it's not the laser beam anyway.
The only thing in the sky is the atmosphere.
No. There's a glass sky, dude. Libyan desert glass, tektites, fusion crust on meteorites, rainbow. Did you know that the glass sky has birefringence? Do you know what birefringence is, Dan? Dan. Do you know what birefringence is? Birefringence.
The reason why we put mirrors on the moon, I'm going to tell you that first.
Dan, you're skating all my questions.
The moon is moving an inch and
a half. You're evading my questions.
Now, if you rewind time, you found that the moon is actually a chunk of Earth.
You're evading my questions.
The moon is a chunk of Earth.
You are evading my questions.
I'm just telling you that the moon is a chunk of Earth, weirdo. There's a reason why our moon is the biggest moon in the solar system relative to
our moon. What the hell? See, you got it all backwards. Earth is concave. The Earth is not a planet. Jupiter is inside the Earth. Tell me where the balls of Costa Rica come from. The balls of Bosnia. The stone spheres. What are those? Where do they come from?
Man.
They're all inside the Earth.
Yes, it is a chunk of Earth, you psychopath. Everything. Think about it. There's a reason. Has it ever occurred to you why is our moon so big? It's only a third of the size of Earth.
It's not a third of the size of Earth. It's maybe 1/100th the size of Earth. It's inside the Earth.
Oh, what? All right, dude. I'm locking. You hear that sound? That's the sound of my deadbolt locking behind me.
Well, why dude? You're the one who's stalking me. You're the one who's continually harassing me. And you're acting like I'm after you, dude. How many times did you Skype call me? How many? You're fucking harassing me.
Look, I don't care who you are personally. What I care is you lying to children.
You're lying to children. I'm here to set the record straight. I'm here to call out all the bullshit and the lies that NASA has been disseminating. And you're just a fucking NASA tool. You're one of those idiots who just believe the mainstream bullshit. I feel sad for you.
Look, that's why I said independent studies.
Independent studies
can point a laser at the moon and it'll shoot back in your eyeball.
No. It's going through the glass sky. It's being deflected.
It's being deflected.
There's a glass sky. Radio waves. Radio waves scatter at 100 kilometers.
Have you ever seen video?
You know that radio waves? Do you know what the Karman line is? Danny.
You get for like $10.
Danny.
Radio Shack.
Okay. So far, you have not answered me about tektites, Libyan desert glass, megacry meteors. Why? You know what upper atmospheric lightning is, Dan? Tell me what that is.
Atmospheric lightning?
Upper atmospheric lightning.
There's lightning.
It tops off at 100 kilometers. You know what the Karman line is, anyway? What's the Karman line?
Oh, God, you're just pulling.
See, you're evading every single point I'm bringing up.
Cycle is. Do you know what
you're evading? You're evading. See, no. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I'm not saying you're not smart. I'm saying you're not addressing my questions. You are not addressing my questions. You are evading. You are evading. Dude, Ped, what, really? You are evading my questions.
You're as dumb as a handful of Georgia clay and twice as ugly.
You have not answered my questions. Now you're using the now you're using the ad hominem. You're asking insults. You don't know how to debate, dude. You don't know how to debate. You don't know how to debate. You're using ad hominem. You're attacking insults.
Ad hominem
dude, you're an idiot.
Facts and evidence and logic alone is not
facts and evidence. Living desert glass. Living desert glass. Tektites. Fusion crust on meteors. Megacry meteors. Where do they come from?
You don't know the first thing about meteors.
Megacryometeors. Where do they come from? Ice chunks from the sky.
New Orleans, by the way. It's YOU''RE.
See, now you're changing the question. You're evading again.
Equals ownership.
That's why I do not want to talk to you, because you are evading everything, every single point that I bring up that you cannot answer. You're trying to reciprocate with something totally irrelevant.
Boy, I'm tapping my foot like Sonic the Hedgehog right now.
Answer my questions, Danny. Answer my questions. I'm not saying you're not smart. You just don't know. You just don't realize that Earth is not a planet. You're living inside of it. It's concave. We never went to the moon. We never went to Mars. There's glass in the sky. There's megacryometeors up there. That's where they come from, to the top of the glass sky. The sun is orbiting inside the Earth. It's not a planet, Danny.
Your family didn't go to the moon. You're fucking lying. Where's the proof? Put your hand on the Bible and prove that you actually.
Dude, yeah.
Insult the fuck out of you, and you know it.
Dude, are you okay? You haven't answered any of my questions.
Like I said,
you've totally evaded it.
Evolution, 75%.
You've totally evaded. You've totally evaded all my points. You won't do it. See, you can't do it. You can't. You just rebut with your own bullshit.
We like the idea.
Answer my questions. Where did the Libyan desert glass come from? Where do the tektites come from? Where do megacryometeors come from?
Fake medicine.
Those 3 points.
Is a placebo. It's a
Those 3 points. It doesn't work.
It's
3 points.
If you go to the store, they will sell
tektites,
right now as
Libyan desert glass, megacryometeors. Where do they come from? Those 3. Tell me those. Give me the answer to those 3 points.
Science as a Candle in the Dark. It was published in 1996 by Dr. Carl Sagan.
Tektites, Libyan desert glass, megacryometeers. Where do those 3 come from?
You have to understand what skepticism is. You sound skeptical, but you're not skeptical of the own shit you're spewing, are you?
3.
Are you as critical?
Answer me those 3 questions. Give me the origin of where they come from. Tell me where they come from.
Actually, ever heard of the International Space Station, you psychopath?
That's a fraud.
No, it isn't. If you see with your eyeballs, if you go down to an observatory,
do you think they landed the rover on Mars, the Curiosity rover? Do you think that's actually on Mars?
Okay, your eyeballs. What is the furthest object you can see with your eyeballs?
Do you think that they landed the Curiosity rover on Mars?
Yes, they did. That's our species, dude.
God. They went to the Mojave Desert, idiot. They went to the Mojave Desert and adjusted a HughesSat on the photographs.
Do you know anything about light? Do you know it travels? How fast does light travel?
You know what? That's my question.
It travels at 186,000 miles per second. That's about 7 times around the Earth in 1 second.
It's not around the Earth. It's inside the Earth.
It takes 8 minutes.
It's not around the Earth. You're an idiot. You're just a fucking idiot, dude.
Light. So if the
light bends around the inside of the Earth. Light is bending. Did you know that light is bending?
Oh, look at. Oh, boy. Look, you don't know anything about real science. This is pseudoscience.
This is real science. Motionless Earth, concave Earth, glass sky, sun is revolving around the inside of the Earth. The sun actually stopped 3,500 years ago. Did you know that?
Okay, that's it. You know, where am I? Somebody get my handcuffs.
You haven't answered any of my questions.
This guy needs to be slapped. Somebody needs to slap a butterfly net over you.
What's your name, Dan? What was your last name? Dan French? Because I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. I'm gonna shame you to the entire world when I get through with you. Dan French. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube and I'm gonna shame you to the entire world.
We're not gonna. No, listen. I told you. I'm gonna link it right now. Lincoln log. There's my credentials right there. What do you have to say?
Look at this. Look at the chat screen. When you're a guest, you cannot post links, so I can't see your link.
What? Oh.
That's why you got to register.
What a shitty website. I can't wait to hear the cackling like an Asian schoolgirl.
Danny.
Don't condescend to me, fag.
Motionless Earth, glass sky, megacryometeors, Libyan desert glass.
Evidence. Extraordinary claims require.
I'm showing you it's all there. And you said, let me hold it in my hand. This glass sky. I told you. You can go to Libyan desert glass. You can hold tektites. You can hold it in your hand, Danny. You can hold it. You can hold a fusion crust on meteorite. That's the actual literal glass that you can hold in your hand.
Okay. Look we're beyond, looking at Earth only. We're not just on Earth. I mean, that's one place. We're looking beyond Earth now. That's why we're on Mars.
No, you're not on Mars.
Our sun is half dead.
You went to the Mojave Desert. It's not no.
Stars dying in the universe.
All right, I'm going to mute you for a second here.
There are so many things trying to kill us. If I picked your body up and dropped you off at 75% of the Earth's surface, you will die in 15 minutes. There's so many places we can live on the planet.
Danny, it's not a planet. It's not a planet, Danny. It's not a planet.
Our system is a shooting gallery, dude.
Danny.
In Russia not too long ago?
Danny, it's not a planet. Earth is concave. Did you know that? Did you ever hear the concave Earth theory?
Explain that video. If Earth is concave and
what video?
Sky.
They use barrel distortion on wide-angle lens.
It's hard to take you seriously, but
barrel distortion
down and was recorded by so many video cameras in Russia recently.
What about it? Yeah, it went through the glass sky. And it penetrated. That's how meteors have to go through the glass sky. That's why they're covered with fusion crust. Fusion crust is glass.
Rain down on the sky and kill people.
It's burnt glass.
That didn't happen, did it?
That's why our atmosphere protects us from UV rays. Glass blocks out UV rays.
Wait a minute. So the glass collects on top of the fucking atmosphere?
It's at 100 kilometers. It's called the Kármán line.
Okay, so listen. So you're saying that the glass from all the meteors that have hit Earth are collected on top of our atmosphere?
Not collected. The meteor melts through the glass and gets encapsulated by the glass.
It's what? It's glass, but it's more like ice?
No, no, dude. The ice is actually connected to the glass sky. That's where the meteors come from.
Okay, you have no idea what you're talking about. You're just making stuff up.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm giving you answers to the mysteries of conventional science.
You're being facetious.
No, I'm not. I'm giving you the answers. These are the answers. You're being insulting and rude. You are insulting and rude. I was not wanting to talk to you one-on-one because you are insulting and rude.
Your followers.
Danny, you're insulting and rude.
Of course I'm going to insult dumb people on my planet, dude.
It's not your planet. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. The world and they that dwell therein.
Between your legs right now, what is that? You have a solar...
This is Dan French from Minnesota, everybody.
System located right next to an entertainment complex.
Dan French from Minnesota.
That was designed. No engineer would ever design that ever.
Dan French from Minnesota, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen.
The only object in this whole goddamn universe capable of understanding itself.
Did you know the universe is contained within the earth?
No, it isn't, you weirdo.
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to recite it from memory again. The cosmos is all that is, or ever was.
It's inside the earth.
Our contemplations of the cosmos.
Stars are created by sonoluminescence. All the galaxies that you think are really big and far away, they're all actually inside the earth, and they're very small. That's why the galaxies are spiral, because one time during the global deluge,
the fate of our planet and ourselves. This is a time of great danger, but our species is young and curious and brave. It shows much promise. In the last few millennia, we've made the most astonishing and unexpected discoveries about the cosmos and our place within it.
The glass won't fall. The glass is actually going to warp.
Well, we understand this, cosmos.
But the ice attached to the glass, that will fall. The megacrimeteors, actually just one fell.
Journey through the cosmos.
I think it was in California. No, it was up in the Northwest somewhere.
Evolving and perishing.
Worlds of ice and
stars of diamond. Atoms as massive as suns and universes smaller than atoms. It's also a story of our own planet and the planets and animals that share it with us.
2015.
And it's a story about us.
No, we are inside the earth.
Understanding of the cosmos, how the cosmos has shaped our...
Okay, that's nothing. We are inside the earth, and the glass is above us. So the glass is actually a convex ceiling. Poor Danny doesn't understand. He's adopted the mainstream view of the cosmos, which is utterly wrong. So those are the questions, those are the points I wanted to address. I want him to tell me where the living desert glass came from, where tektites come from, and where the megacrimeteors came from. Maybe he can humbly do some research and get back to me one of these days. Utterly skewed in its understanding. Poor guy.